got another thing to say. Like
Next
John
speaker.
Lewis said, it's time to make some good trouble.
Next speaker is RLM.
Hello, I'm R.L. Mitchell. For the record, come to bring some historical context to what happened yesterday. 1937, the sit-down strike, peaceful demonstration was right here on Saginaw. The building is still there. The old Fisher Body Plant started the UAW, 1937. 1968, I laid on that line right out there for open housing. I tried to buy a house on West Van Wagner, and the real estate agent told me I could not buy it. I came to Floyd McCree. He was the sitting, acting councilperson / mayor, and he said, we're gonna do something about that. The open housing where black folks could buy anywhere in this country started right here in this building in 1968. So I was in a courtroom last week with the little city attorney right there representing Mr. Neely against Jedediah Brown. Judge McCall told all of us that there's nothing wrong with a peaceful demonstration. He threw out the case. They tried to get Jedediah Brown barred out the city of Flint, barred out of the city hall, barred out of calling him, barred out of texting him or writing a letter. Judge McCall read the federal law. Says nothing. As long as he's a public official, he can come to Neely's office, he can write him, he can call him, he can cuss him out, he can do anything because he is a public official. And threw the case out. Neely used the city attorney to fight against us. He used the police to weaponize to fight against us.
And he pointed out the UAW, and he pointed out the fight and the first city of its size to implement open housing. And yesterday we was just doing what our history tell us to do. Get out there and fight for social justice. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Coffins is not new. We had a coffin in 2018. We took the coffin to Lansing about the water crisis. When we was in Lansing, we was at the Capitol with the coffin. We was at the Department of Environmental Quality, now called Eagle. We took that coffin there. We came back here to City Hall, and we walked up and down the street with that coffin. Now all of a sudden, something wrong with a coffin. All of a sudden, something wrong with a coffin. And the other thing is this, the organizers who organized the march yesterday, they did everything they could to guarantee they was not breaking laws. Walking on the sidewalk, making sure you wasn't on private property and all these things, trying to be careful just to make sure you got your voices heard. We still got a water problem. We still got below standards of living for this city where the union was born. And so I just want to say another thing that's been made of is that, well, it's outside people, and let's not be fooled. Those incidents were targeted. They were targeted. You have targeted Jedediah Brown. You have targeted Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. You have targeted her husband, and in the consequence, other residents got caught up in the targeting. Like Miss Gwen Wofford, a retiree from the Buick, never been arrested a day in her life. What's she doing in handcuffs? And this business, I'm gonna end it with this. This business about, well, it's outside people. Well, dog, we done had outside people here for years. The UAW sent CIO organizers here to organize the UAW outside.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
To the 7th Ward last Friday, you had called for a recess. While you was talking to my candidate in the 2nd Ward, Arthur Wilson, you gave him a warning. And if it wasn't from the fact that he didn't actually act like Arthur Wilson, he would have been going to jail on break time that you called. That's wrong. Do that tonight. Both aisles is full. Both aisles is full. I got a minute and 40 left. I just want to say, this is called a budget that we're supposed to be dealing with, but really it's called an open credit card. It's unlimited. The 8th Ward once said, don't spend the money on nothing that don't make sense. Maybe y'all should listen to him. He's sitting right there, all right? You know, and as far as the rest, I just want to thank y'all all for coming in out, because we the people, we're the only ones going to make the difference. And you know what that difference is? They're taking money out of your pocket to spend on whatever the hell they want, and you wrong for it.
State police, we don't want you here in the city of Flint. You don't know us. You here, or are you here to watch the crooked corruption that's going downstairs in the city police department? Because they've been crooked ever since I can remember, since back in the 80s. That's what brought y'all here in the city. Now I gotta address something, because a letter was sent in to the school board on me by Miss Liddell Lewis. She want to address me, so I'm going to address the issue again in case you didn't hear it the first time. Liddell Lewis cursed out Pastor Thompson in the parking lot at the Flint Glory Coast Library. It was witnessed by the security and several staff members. It was reported to me as a board member, and I'm not here representing as the board. But I'm going to address you as what happened to me as a citizen. You did that, and the parents said they did not want their children coming to the library because they fear of what's going to happen down there. But you sit here and want to cause a race riot and try to bring up something saying that Dennis Pfeiffer called you a monkey. No, several people in the audience called you a monkey, but you stood up for Doug Matthews when he called us a nigger. You stood up for him and defended him. You act like you're the racist.
The crowd we have here today, we need your support. Not just today, we need your support all the time. Strong, only the strong survive, and strength is in numbers.
What happened yesterday when I was at this thing was terrible, what I saw. First the cops stopped me and said they were gonna impound my car. I mean, why? I don't know. I was in a procession. Nobody was blocking traffic. The police were the ones that blocked the traffic. The police. They're shutting the people down because they're finding out what's really going on. That's what's going on.
Citizens are having their freedom of speech and right to protest stripped from them. The police are being weaponized on residents. Unlawful detainments and arrests have been made. The city charter and laws have been blatantly violated in these chambers and on the streets. U.S. State Representative of the 70th District, Cynthia Neely, the blood of this city is on your hands. City of Flint Mayor Sheldon Neely, the blood of this city is on your hands. First Ward Councilman Leon Elamine, the blood of the city is on your hands. Yeah, smile at me, Leon. Second Ward Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, the blood of the city is on your hands. Fourth Ward Councilwoman Judy Priestley, The blood of the city is on your hands. 7th Ward Councilwoman Candace Moshe. The blood of the city is on your hands. Police Chief of the City of Flint, Terrence Green. The blood of the city is on your hands. To all the officers who keep falling in line and doing what the mayor and the chief of police say, the blood of the city is on your hands. And to the following individuals who continue to sit by quietly and allow the city charter and laws to be broken in their faces and citizens stripped of their rights before their eyes. City Clerk Davina Donahue, former City Attorney William Kim, current City Attorney Joseph Cupps, current City Attorney Joanne Gurley. If you do not step up, speak up, use your voice, and end this lawlessness, the blood of this city will also be on your hands. You cannot silence us. You cannot silence us. You cannot silence us.
I'm an advocate because my son is addicted to meth. He the one got me here at the council meeting. This is not about Black Lives Matter. This is about All Lives Matter. How I got down to this council meeting, these people became my family when I was lost, when I didn't know what to do. I done been to the courthouse. I done been to what's the name? What's that? What's the sheriff over there? Swanson. I done been everywhere. But this council became family. Tanya Burns, Arthur Wilson, 810. I mean, Josh. The twins back there. I became family and gave me direction, gave me hope, gave me support. Jade Brown. You know what I'm saying? I was lost. When I say I was lost, I had nowhere to go.
My daughter, my child, Memorial Day, my only daughter, tried to commit suicide. I got called out of work. She was at the river. My husband can vouch, and 911 can too if they ever want to admit to it. But at 1:48, I left. My child was at the river, down there where they putting the new bridge at over 475 or whatever that is, where the flag's hanging off the things. My child was depressed. I called 911. I sat there for an hour. Nobody ever showed up. My daughter jumped in the river, and I had to grab her out. Can somebody tell me why all them police was down there yesterday, but couldn't nobody come save my child? Make me make sense of it. Anybody make me make sense of it. And I'm being honest with you. I come here on behalf of the brothers and sisters of Oak Park of all these phone calls I got. Can anybody tell me how would you feel if that was your granddaddy, your mama, your daddy? How would anybody feel? Because if you'd have drugged my mama or my husband or my dad, God rest his soul, out of there, I don't know how I would have reacted.
In 2021, my grandmother, my uncle, and my uncle's girlfriend, they died in a house fire. That was in Burton. And then in 2022, my cousin sat at a bus stop and he died of an overdose. There was no quick response to either one of those deaths. The investigation from my grandmother took months. And yesterday, we seen the police move faster than they have to any deaths that's been happening. People's kids dying and being shot. Overdoses happening, so many things happening where people are calling 911 and not getting the response. A lot of people here, a lot of these residents got something to lose for speaking up to y'all, including me. But we're not scared. Ms. Tanya, thank you for not being scared. Ms. Winfrey, thank you for not being scared. Mr. Jarrett, Mr. Pfeiffer, thank you for not being scared. Somebody very close to me, and who's very close to a lot of the people
who are calling shots threatened me and said that I could lose my custody case and lose my kids because I'm here. We got a lot to lose. And y'all need to stand up and do something and be here for the people like you should be.
Also, I'm asking this council, please, 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 tonight, come together. Do what needs to be done. I'm asking everybody to please come together for both sides to do what needs to be done in order for the budget to be passed. Because you guys are already in violation of charter since October the 30th. And I'm just letting you all know that this will be a further egregious breach of the charter. Listen, things need to be funded. These people need things to go on as far as when it comes down to the community, when it comes down to needs, when it comes down to sidewalk repair, when it comes down to basically having pipes fixed in the street because they're old and dilapidated. All I'm asking you all to do is just come together, pass a common sense budget so that we can move forward as residents of this great city. Amend it if you need to amend.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Michael Doan.
I mean, what are y'all doing? Do y'all even know what y'all doing anymore? No, they don't. Do y'all? No, because Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there. Literally, I want to give thanks to some of the council, though. Jerry Winfrey Carter, I want to give thanks to you. Tanya Burns, I want to give thanks to you. Mr. Pfeiffer, I want to give thanks to you. I've been seeing y'all actively letting the community know what's going on down here. You got a lot of these other people that just going with the mayor, going and doing what he say and not really vetting nothing or doing what the constituents that got them here want them to do. Judy Presley, 4th Ward, I'm talking to you. Yeah, please look at me because we didn't have a number of conversations. I'm in your ward. I've contacted you numerous times about putting somebody on the Ethics and Accountability Board, but what do? When my mama passed last year, the mayor, Judy Presley, and the assessor's office cooked up something to get me out of my position just because I was down there asking too many questions. And then want to say some of the council don't agree with putting me in the Ethics and Accountability Board. Why? Because I'm not white? I have a recording of her saying, oh, I've tried to put a white guy down there. Nobody wants to put him in the seat. Oh, what? Because I'm black, I can't serve on the Ethics and Accountability Board? Because I'm in your ward? Best to believe we're going to get your ass out of that seat just like we did Kate Fields. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that.
And yes, I'm going to be up here being a motherfucking savage about this shit. Leon, the fact that you want to sit over here with Cruella DeVille and laugh in our motherfucking faces like this shit's a motherfucking game, both of you bitches need to resign. Fuck you and fuck that mop-head ass bitch. To this beautiful lady right here that is in charge of the 5th Ward, I like everything I'm seeing that you're doing. You are upholding and uplifting your community. You are for your people, and I can appreciate it. You, Miss Lady, Miss Tanya, I feel the same exact way about you, okay? I have watched it, I have seen it. Y'all ugly motherfuckers made me jump out my motherfucking semi-truck to come address you bitches. And you trailer park trash ass motherfucker right here, yeah, you, east side bitch, the one that don't give a fuck about the meth epidemic that's going on in this motherfucker, bitch, you need to resign, ho. And over here to this old, I'm in the slave house ass nigga bitch over here, Miss Candace. Yes, massa, I see massa. What you need me to do, massa ass bitch? Where you motherfuckers pitch the tent at is where I shall have this motherfucking circus at. Y'all got me fucked up. How the fuck can 900 motherfucking police officers come to a peaceful fucking protest, but my fucking 8-year-old son was held hostage for 21 days? I called 911 over 3,000 motherfucking times, and you bitches didn't help me do shit to get my son. You wanna know what I had to do? I had to go get a fucking judge. You wanna know what the Flint Police Department told me? They told me that it was a probate and civil fucking matter for an 8-year-old. But you bitches can come rip a goddamn elderly person out of a motherfucking car? Are you fucking serious? Eat my ass and suck my dick I don't got.
First off and foremost, look up at me while I talk to you. This ain't no fucking joke. I'm Mari Copany. I'm 17, I'm a Flint kid. You probably have no idea who I am. Just know that I've sat at seats at tables with government officials around the fucking world. Even local leadership has never reached out to invite me to the table right here in Flint. In fact, none of you have ever shown up to support any events that I do for the youth here inside Flint. So when it comes to the issues dealing with the youth here, I do not trust that you have our best interest at heart or even know where to fucking begin with the youth to the city. For years, I have watched you elected officials behave worse than toddlers, throwing temper tantrums, and quite frankly, it's ridiculous, especially when we have so many issues that need to be handled, including the water crisis that is still not over, and a crime rate that is through the fucking roof here in Flint. You call 911, most of the times the police don't even fucking show up. And if they do, it's hours later. There is no community policing. The last shooting in my neighborhood, it took Flint FPD an hour to respond, and when they did, all they did was drive around in circles before leaving. But somehow yesterday, the mayor and police chief were able to weaponize both Flint police and the state police against peaceful protesters. Many of them were residents of our community, resulting in them assaulting an elderly resident. Why is it when we call 911 for help never shows up, but when the mayor calls, there can be dozens of officers ready to harass and assault the residents? Why is it when so many in our community suffer and the people we elected to represent us act like they don't care about us? Get your fucking shit together. This isn't no fucking joke. You act like you don't know me, but you don't remember my fucking name.
My name is Beverly Biggs Levy. I'm running for the 3rd Ward City Council seat. And I have something to play for you guys.
How we got Leon as a council member and he laughing at the people, so we know.
Yeah.